This is some Greenlight good stuff called Lode Runner Legacy. Yes, this is on Greenlight. I was quite surprised to see it this morning when I was doing my Greenlight trolling. I got a press release about Lode Runner this morning, but it was like 3 in the morning or something like that, and also I don't pay much attention to press releases anyway, so I just looked at it and thought, oh cool, they've got some new Lode Runner type thing out, you know, maybe check that out later, and then I look on Greenlight and here we go. Lode Runner Legacy is trying to get greenlit, which I guess I'm just surprised. You don't often see a game with a name you recognise trying to get attention on Greenlight, but looks really promising. Creating your own characters and stuff, like just out of the pixels, reminds me a little bit of making whatever you wanted in 8-bit Heroes. The original game's all there with 3D graphics added. That's what tipped this over the edge for me in turning this into a Greenlight Good Stuff trailer. Well, not trailer. I'm not here doing a trailer. I'm looking at the trailer. To do a video on this trailer was the fact that even if the main game is rubbish, which it doesn't look rubbish, it looks quite good, it's still got the original game with all 150 levels revamped, which is nice. The trailer's over. Just talking over a black screen now, but don't worry, the screen won't stay black, because we're going to move on to other bits. That's how this series works. I mean, you really should have nailed that concept down from episode 1. We done loads of these. If you don't know how it works by now, then... I mean, unless this is the first video of mine you've ever watched, in which case I'd recommend checking out Boglin Watch first, because that series is going to stick around, whereas this one's going to go away when Greenlight goes, so get used to the new flavour while it's still pretty tasty. Just watch my goddamn Boglin video. So Lode Runner, the legendary platformer, returns. Lode Runner Legacy is the latest edition of the classic Lode Runner series. I like that they keep putting it in quotes as well, like it's not a real game. Lode Runner is a real game. You don't have to be so hard on yourselves. Tozai Games. It's a masterpiece of action... Oh, well, they went straight in with the arrogance there. A masterpiece of action puzzle gaming introduced in 1983. You use the runner to infiltrate the evil empire, recover the stolen gold, and avoid enemies and minefield. It's Lode Runner. They're describing Lode Runner. They're describing an ingenious balance of puzzle and action gameplay. So you get that in Lode Runner Legacy, along with new features. They've got the voxel visual style, which, you know, voxel graphics, they're pretty overused, but I like the way they're being used here to... especially with the customization, where you can basically create your own characters out of little tiny blocks, and you can Lego it up. That appeals to me, and I think their use of colour and contrast makes the voxel image style look quite nice. So, not against that at all. And really, just the amount of features it's got is pretty impressive. We've got adventure mode, that's the all-new thing. Puzzle mode, apparently all puzzles all the time, no enemies. So if you just want puzzles, you just got them. Classic mode, the 150 levels, talks about that. World levels, that's all user-created stuff. Level editor, character editor, item editor, online rankings. So it's basically the original Lode Runner, a new Lode Runner, and Little Big Lode Runner. So, I mean, that's pretty fucking good. I'm actually impressed with the packaging we've got going on here. So, yeah, I don't think that... An FPS camera view! Sorry, I'm just looking through the rest of the features for things I can bring up. You can play it in first person, apparently. I'm actually... and I was never one who really played much Lode Runner back in the day. It wasn't really my thing. But I kind of really want to play this, because it seems like one of those remakes done right. Like Oddworld New and Tasty, where it didn't just feel like a remaster, like it felt like a full-on redo, a full-on, from the ground up, let's revitalize the experience. And that's what I really would love to encourage more of with these video game reboots and remasters that come out. So many of them are just, they're not so much remakes as re-releases with, you know, a new graphical style or whatever. And that can be fine, that can be fun. I'm playing Wonder Boy at the moment, no complaints there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, is that out yet? Or, I don't know. Either way, just forget I said anything about Wonder Boy. This goes the extra mile. It's going above and beyond and adding in all these new features and everything. And so, yeah, Tozai Games seems to be putting together a very impressive game. a very impressive tribute to Lode Runner. It's still weird to be talking about Lode Runner in a Steam Greenlight context, but here we are. I suppose that won't be a thing when Steam Direct happens, but yeah, until then, Lode Runner is on Greenlight, it's still waiting to be greenlit, and it looks really good. So yeah, thumbs up, good stuff, on Greenlight. I'm going now.